Welcome to the press conference for the 14th of July Rating Arena, presented by JOBES Promotions. We've got an eventful card for you with 9 bouts on. We're going to start off with the undercard. So let's welcome to the table first Mr. Callum Walton on my left. 2-0 versus Nathan Lee for 6 rounds at super middleweight. Bobby Dalton 4-0 versus Richard Helm for 6 rounds at super welterweight. Sam Menzies, he's not here currently on the table, but he will be on the night. He is 7-0 versus Stephen Jackson for 6 rounds at super bantamweight. Alex Farrell is also not at the table, but will be at the night. He is 9-0 versus Jensen Irvin for 6 rounds at super welterweight. Ewan McKenzie, 7-0. His opponent is going to be announced in the next coming days. That will be scheduled for 6 rounds at super welter. Joe McForce again not at the table, 14-1 versus Jack Dwyer for 6 rounds at super flyweight. Michael Webster, 7-0 versus Rama Griggs, 6 rounds at heavyweight. And the newly signed Aaron Pete for his debut, and his opponent will be scheduled in the next coming days, 4 rounds at super welterweight. Let's start from all the way at the end, Mr. Bobby Dalton. How's camp been going?
Yeah, good mate, been training well, had some good sparring, so yeah, just ready to go mate, really.
Next, got you in there. How's camp been going for you, mate?
Yeah, it's going spot on, mate. Take being back in the box was obviously a fight that fell through on fight week, so it's been like one big long one to be honest. But I've been enjoying it in the gym every day and working hard.
Brilliant. And Aaron, it's your debut. How are you feeling it?
Really good, mate. It's ready to go now. Been a long time coming, so it's ready to go, mate.
And Callum?
Yeah, good. Don't really do camps, just train all the time, but like you said, sort of back to back. So stepping up to 6 rounds as well, so feeling good. I'm
going to hand it over to the promoters that's sat on the table, Mr. Phil Jefferies, Matt Jobes and Diamond Kai, to talk a bit about the undercard, and then we'll move on to the main event.
Thanks everybody for coming here, especially the fighters and the coaches and the management teams. And I'd like to thank you all as well for helping our promotion company and allowing your boxers to come along and box on our shows. There's a few not turned up today, some of the fighters and all that. I'd just like to say that when we hold these press conferences, we hold them to promote the fighters themselves, not to promote us. We're quite capable of doing that ourselves behind the scenes. So massively again, anybody that gets asked along to these promotion press conferences, please come along, bring a bit of support with you, know. It's not about us, it's with the boxers on this table to build their careers. Not everybody's fortunate enough to walk straight into a promotion company and sign a 6-fight deal because you haven't had a massively successful amateur career at the top level. But that doesn't mean to say that you didn't deserve to box professionally, because you're as good as any of them. What I've seen, and then these coaches as well on this table are as good as any other coaches I've seen these people work with. So that's just me whinging on there a little bit. But apart from that, I'd like to thank again Phil Jefferies for his support. Danny Mackay for putting this together with TJ and Lindsay's wife, absolutely fantastic, great news. I'd like to thank Martin from Sporting Icons, who's always there with us. Once again, thank you very much for your support and helping promoting our gym and our promotion company. So getting back to the fight card, it's our 9th professional show. Been lucky enough for Phil to work on a few of these with us and guide with his knowledge, and it's mostly appreciated. None more so than off myself. We've got some great fights on this card. Also, Aaron made his debut on Mount of the Moon. Aaron's made his debut. He's run along to train with Jordan at the Twins Academy, and it looks like they're coming along very nice there. Sadly, we had another boxer who was supposed to box on it, but through injuries had to pull out, in Dan English. And I was quite excited as well to see Dan on the show as well, but that'll come in the future, you know. But Jordan looks like he's doing a cracking job with these lads. And once again, Bobby Dalton, very exciting boxer as well, from Teesside, 4-0 at the moment. This will probably be 5-0. I have no doubt whatsoever. Bobby looks a top talent that's got a massive future. Same with Callum Walton. Callum looks really impressive. So I think Callum might have a big future there as well, and he's guided well off Jamie. So great to have them on board as well and coming on with shows. Ewan, who I've knew for quite a while now from the amateur scene, really exciting, great kid Ewan. I remember the very first time I met him, absolutely smile on his face, came up with us, shook my hand, had a big crack, and he was still boxing amateur then, you know, in my old gym when I've been spawning. Great kid, and he put on a great performance in the sport that night now. So really excited to see Ewan out again. And we're trying with damnedest over these next couple of days. There's a couple of names there, so hopefully mate, we'll have a match in the next couple of days now. And once again, I'd like to thank Jordan for his help and his support. Because I manage a couple of boxers who Jordan trained, and he looks after them brilliant in the gym now, so hats off to Jordan, you know. So the undercard looks really tasty and exciting. We've got Alex Farrell on who kind of make it today, Joe Mafosa, Sam Menzies. So it looks a really mouth-watering card, you know. So it's looking really good, and we're trying to build this undercard up because we've got one cracking hell of a Northern Area title fight with main it, you know. We've added Michael Webster to the card as well. And Michael's matched at heavyweight on this one, so Michael's another top name to be drawn onto a card. And we've also got a lad from Scotland, I can't pronounce his name. Jack, where are you? How do you pronounce his name? Duig?
Yeah, sorry.
Duig, I hope I pronounced it right.
Yeah.
On a four rounder, and that's to help Ian Wilson and Ricky Burns out as well, so that's been added to the undercard as well. But going back to the main event with Adam and Matt, this promises to be a barnstormer. Like, both lads have been training really hard for it. Hats off to Matt for taking the fight, he didn't need to. Hats off to Adam for standing up to the challenge and putting his name forward to do, you know, so hats off to both fighters. Both didn't really need to take this fight where they're on their careers at the moment, but we want to get it on, so we have to help that and make it happen on the night now. So hand you over to Phil if Phil wants to go.
Well, this should have been the Stadium and Light show, but obviously 13 years ago I went to Stadium and Light, Sunderland Football Club come to me to put boxes on there, which I did, and I put it on every single year for the last 13 years. This was going to be my big show, the last big show, but I went and done the deal with Matty and Dan with the club, all just same as usual, and then the heroes were a bill for £6,000. Well, it was unworkable with a bill for £6,000. They tried to charge us for the car park, which is fucking car parks there anyway. They tried to charge us for the staging's there anyway. It's just that I've felt really let down by the football club when I've been doing it that many years. Not a big problem. So and plus with the weather, it was going to be a great show. But other than that, past now, we're going to Newcastle next year.
Yeah.
Regarding the show, I put on some Northern Area title fights every time. The most one that stands out is Glenn Foot versus Kirk Goodens, which I put on in Newcastle, which I should have put on in Sunderland, for Sunderland boys, but I promised the boxer Lewis, who's back his debut for us, I would have it in Newcastle. But this fight here that's made here, like it's, I think it's going to be a barnstormer, and honestly I'm buzzing over it, like with both boys. There's a lot of pride in for it, like, but it's just there. I couldn't pick anything, I couldn't pick a winner. I'm just standing on the fence, even though I manage Adam. I've no match, but I tell you what, this is going to be a cracking fight. I tell you what, just this fight alone is worth the entrance fees, like, because they're both up for it.
Oh wait, Phil, pick a winner.
I'm not. I'm sitting on the fence. I'm sitting on the fence. But I'm buzzing about this one because I've never had a Northern Area title. I've had plenty of Northern Area titles. I've had Lewis with Jordan Ellison, but with these two, they've seen the banter going about on the social media and that, like, and it was like Foot and Kirk Goodens. Oh, that was a cracking show. The place, it sold out in Newcastle. So it's going to be a cracking fight. It's worth the entrance fee alone just to come to see this fight. But obviously I've got other boys on. Got Bobby there. Bobby's itching the gun. He's in the jump red. Daft as a brush. He's waiting the gun, you know. And all the lads is waiting the gun. It's going to be a cracking show. Like I say, if we get 9 bouts on this show, that is a cracking show. I've had 15 bouts on the show and I'm happy with 8 when they all fall through. But when Danny started getting the names for this 12, oh, he wants to be on. So you put the names on because it always falls through. But it is, it's going to be a cracking show. I think under the Jobes banner, this is going to be their best show. I tell you now. You know, this main event fight's worth the fee anyway. You know. So there's nobody sneaking in the back door either. So it'll be all right anyway. So I'm not going to bore you and that because it's hot and it's sundown on me dinner and that. So I'll get over to Danny.
I think it's just the best fight card we've had so
By the way, he's got a hangover.
I feel okay. I just want to thank all the boxers for the support, the coaches, the managers, everybody who's been involved. It's really appreciated. You know, we're here to promote the boxers, and by doing so, it's helping to promote us to get where we need to be to help the boxers in the North East. And I think the North East at the moment it's just booming. And I think if we keep on doing what we're doing, I think it's going to get better. So I just want to, say thank you again, and I think it's the best fight card up to date. So thank you.
So, you lads, if you want to interview these lads, the main event, these will look like fisticuffs and that, you know what I mean? Matty and jump in the middle and that, so it's going to be a cracking show. Honestly, the lads have done well putting the show together, especially Danny. Because to be honest, he's done the majority work for the show. The little Jack's got the hardest job because he's matching. And he's doing really well because he hasn't got any tiddlywinks or foreigners coming in on this show, you know. So it's the lads and thing, but he's got a couple more to match, and if he does that, he's getting an extra star. He's getting an extra star.
They get the bonus job.
What?
They get the bonus.
Let's go.
Extra sandwich in his pocket. That's a bit of money.
No, I just want to say thank you as well to Jack. I mean, he's done really well on this one, and we all know matchmaking is a hard game. It's only getting harder as well, so well done Jack, appreciate it, thank you.
Can I just say something about the matchmaking as well? People are so quick to jump on and criticise, right? Try and spend a day, right, matching shows, everybody, right? It's horrendous. Absolutely, it's not like it was 10, 15 years ago. It is horrendous, right? Too many people didn't want to fight, want to hang on to that goal, right? Foreigners getting knocked back left, right and centre, and rightly so, some of them, right? But at the end of the day, honestly, it's really, really hard, you know, so don't try and think that people aren't trying to match us because me and Jack are on it 24/7, so, you know, don't think we're not trying.
Before we all depart, I don't think there's not enough being said about the main event, so I'm just going to say a little bit about it, and then we can all depart and we can all get your interviews. First off, massive hats off to the team from JOBES Boxing Promotions, everyone that's involved behind the scenes. If it wasn't for all these boxers on the table and the people behind the scenes, this wouldn't happen in the North East. I think lately, for the past year or so, since JOBES has come up, it's like Danny said, it's my dad. It's been absolutely booming. But the main event of the evening, I think, is the moment we're all been waiting for. Defender Matt McCallum, first challenger Adam Heppel, go head to head for a 10-round bout for the Northern Area Super Middleweight title, presented by JOBES Boxing Promotions, live at the Rain Arena. A guaranteed local derby to go down in North East boxing history. So again, like I said, I think the build-up is what's kind of kept all in anticipation to see how it goes down 14th of July. But I'm going to ask a few questions, and then, like I said, you can all depart. Let's start with asking both of the teams how the preparation and camp has gone. Starting with challenger Adam Heppel.
Yeah, it's been a perfect camp. It's been a long camp. We had wind that the fight might have happened before Christmas, so kept yourself right over Christmas, and then straight into camp in January, and then Matt hurt his foot. So that didn't happen. Stayed in the gym, and here we are. So it's been like 7 months practically training for him. But it's worked in my favour really, because he's a southpaw, to give us longer to train for that. So been a good camp, perfect. Everything's where it needs to be.
Matt, how's it went on your side?
Good, yeah. Just, it's a lifestyle, isn't it? It's not a hobby anymore. Every day, we live and breathe it. And, you know, all of that hard work will be put to show on 14th. Adam will get a boxing education. And, yeah, I'll be victorious. Simple as
That's what I like. That's what I like.
If you haven't already seen, you can also go stream before the bell live on Jobes Boxing Promotions YouTube. It'll be an exciting build up. Matt, during the before the bell, your game plan wasn't as public, but you did say it's going to end up in victory on your behalf. Is that still the game plan?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Well, it's a fight, isn't it? It's a long fight. You know, I've got many tools, and I can change it up. So we'll see as the fight plans out. We'll see how emotional Adam is. He struggles to control his emotions. You know, he's given away his game plan, right?
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah, so Adam, you also stating before the bell that the night will end out with a knockout on your behalf.
Yeah.
Is that still the game plan for 14th of July?
Yeah. It's a game plan. One slate. Brilliant.
Brilliant. A question for Jordan as well on behalf of Adam's team. How's the camp went from a coach's point of view?
Yeah, mate, it's been a good camp. It's had some top rounds, some top lads, and we're very confident in our preparation. I'm sure Matt will be in theirs. It's obviously respect to Matt as well. This is a fight he did not need to take at all, and he has, and I think fair play to him, do you know what I mean? So yeah, we're happy, we're ready to go, and in our mind it'll be anew.
And still.
And Matt, how's it been from a coach's point of view in Matt McCallum's camp?
Just what I do, day in, day out. That's why you're a coach. Yeah, when these big fights come along, there's no difference. We're professional and we're game, and we train professional every single day.
Nothing's different, is it?
Nothing changes, just the opponents change.
Yeah.
So we're prepared. It's fully, like I said, unbelievable top rounds, spawn away with some top talented kids, and we needed that to sharpen up, because believe it or not, just because Adam's only had 3 fights as a professional fighter, we're not taking Adam lightly one little bit whatsoever. You know, this is Matt's world title fight in front of him on the night, so we'll be prepared for that, and we'll be prepared to go on that, and may the best man win on the night, you know, but we will be prepared for it. I'm not taking Adam lightly, you know.
Brilliant. I think this concludes the press conference for 14th of July. Just a quick reminder, tickets are still available. 14th of July, the Rating Arena, presented by Jobes Boxing Promotions. Be there. It's going to be a night not to be missed. I think it's going to be the showstopper of the year for Jobes. So yes, thank you very much. And I think,
Can I just say a big thank you as well to the sponsors, Tough Wear and Spending More Sports, who's the main sponsor for the main fight, Matt McCallum and Adam Heppel. So thank you to the sponsors, and thank you to Flower Construction as well for being the yearly sponsor, showing their support. And no doubt we've got 3 more weeks. I'm sure we'll probably get more sponsors joining the team and showing their support as well. So I just want to give a big thank you to the sponsors. Anyone got anything to say at the table, chat?
I'll say it. Just thank you to Jobes Promotions for the opportunity. Thanks for Phil for the opportunity. July the 14th, and the new.
And still one. Well done, lads.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you.